Hey everyone, it's Shubb, and welcome back to Splitgate 2. Today I was going to talk about the really quick downfall of this game since its launch, and how 1047 can change things up for the better, but they just dropped an absolute bombshell on us this morning on Discord and on Twitter and on all of their socials, about how they are bringing this game back from launch into beta again. I'll go ahead and read the post for you guys podcast style in case you guys are like watching a video or playing a video game and can't look at your phone screen right now. This is from Ian and Nicholas. To the Splitgate community, we believe in Splitgate 2. This game means everything to us. It's been our life for almost 10 years starting in our dorm room, and we're more committed than ever to delivering the incredible experience you deserve. We've heard your feedback and we agree with you. We launched too early. We had ambitious goals with Splitgate 2, and in our excitement to share it with you, we bit off more than we could chew. We rushed certain features, made some boneheaded mistakes, and most importantly, we didn't give you the polished, portal-filled mayhem you fell in love with. So we're going back to beta. We'll be heads down until early next year, rebuilding major parts of the game to capture the spirit of what made Splitgate special. That means reworking progression from the ground up, adding more portals to our maps, simplifying monetization, refocusing on classic game modes you've been asking for, and more, which we'll share soon. Now, more than ever, we need your help. We're returning not just to our roots in what we build, but in how we build it, with you. That means more playtests, more surveys, more listening, and truly being community first. Our goal is to combine the DNA of the first game with the best improvements from the second. Rebuilding the core experience isn't a quick fix, it's a long-term commitment. To give ourselves the time to build the Splitgate you deserve, we've made the incredibly difficult decision to reduce certain roles and shift our resources to focus on this rework. This is heartbreaking. These are our teammates and our friends, and they helped build what we have today. They're receiving severance and job placement support, and we're committed to doing everything we can to help them through this transition. We hope to bring them back when we can. In an effort to retain as many team members as possible, we're also going to be shutting down OG Splitgate servers in a month. While we'd love to keep servers online indefinitely, it's cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars over the past couple of years, and we have to prioritize our team. Like us, we know this game means a lot to so many of you, so we are exploring the possibility of supporting offline or peer-to-peer matches. And when we return, we plan to have a dedicated experience in Splitgate 2 that delivers on the promise of the original. In the meantime, Splitgate 2 will remain playable, and we'll still be shipping Chapter 3, as well as fixes and high-priority changes. We hope you will continue to play and support the game. As always, please keep the feedback coming. We've faced a lot of dark days and have made many mistakes, but we've learned a lot and are as determined as ever to make Splitgate as great as possible. Splitgate has been our life for 10 years, and we wouldn't have it any other way. We've got work to do, but we aren't giving up. We love this game, and we love this community too much to ever quit, so we won't. See you in the arena. Ian and Nicholas. And that little passage basically describes the issues that I've had with Splitgate 2, but I'll get into more detail with those as I go on in this video. I did really like what that passage had to say, and it effectively echoes the points that I'm going to get into now. So I think to fix Splitgate 2, there are three main areas that 1047 needs to work on: playlists, pricing, and progression. Let me start off with the playlists. So you have some of your typical staples here. You have an arena mosh pit, you have TDM by itself, you have ranked arena, onslaught, and takedown. Oh, as well as battle royale. I mean, those are fine enough playlists, but there isn't that much here for, say, the casual audience to get into. Back before ranked was launched, there were two featured playlists going on at the same time, and that was really nice for the people that, say, didn't like onslaught. They had some cool arena mode to try out, or like if you didn't like gun game, you could play SWAT. That was really cool. But since they added ranked, they've only had one featured playlist, and in this case, it's a variant of Battle Royale, and I don't like Battle Royale. What they really need to do, I think, is completely change over this UI. This UI is just bad, and it looks mobile gamey, and it doesn't give the user that much choice. 1047 needs to think back to the days of Halo 3 and Halo Reach and the older Golden Age Call of Duties, back when they had vertical menus to choose your playlists, with sub-menus inside of them to choose the modes you were wanting. BR, Arena, Ranked, Onslaught, those would all be like the first menu, and then what you would do is you would click into those, and then you would be able to choose, oh, I want Team Deathmatch, or Domination, or Hot Zone. Then you wouldn't even have to worry about having a specific TDM because it's just built into your playlist system. That'll also allow you to add even more modes in without feeling like you're absolutely crunching, because this menu layout just doesn't account for very many modes. You could have every single party mode, gun game, one in the chamber, insta-gib, big head snipers. All of those could be active at once without the game feeling very bloated. And if you really want to keep these little images here, kind of showing what each mode is, you could just have those off to the right side with a description of the mode below it. I just think that's a far more efficient way to display modes and much better for the end user. Also, that might help out custom games a lot, because, where are the custom games? Oh, they're down here where nobody will ever see them. The idea of having a Forge mode and a custom game browser is amazing, and I'm glad that they added it. The problem is they don't promote it at all. If you just press play from the home menu, you're here and you don't see that. You have to know it's there and go down to see it. Therefore, pretty much nobody uses these. Again, if you follow that vertical menu system I'm talking about, you could just put some community maps and Forge and all that just in that sub-menu and then have the custom game browser from there. Or what you could do is you could take a page out of Halo Infinite's book and take some of these custom maps and just put them in a playlist like the community map mosh pit. You could have like all those in a playlist with some basic modes people could enjoy what the community created. And here I am now in Splitgate 1 just to illustrate to you that even if you don't want to do the vertical menu system, you can still have way more modes in your playlist selection. If I just press play here, you can see every single thing just right here on the main page. You have quick play, which is all your multiplayer modes. You have ranked, you have your map creator, you have the custom game browser accessible right here. You have your practice range, you have the race mode, which for some reason isn't in Splitgate 2. That needs to come at the relaunch. But if I go into, say, the quick play menu here, you can see there are way more options to choose from with way more modes inside each of them. You still have TDM by itself, but then you have the objective modes here. You have basically 4 different categories of party games that anybody can choose at any time they want. You have a no portals mode, that is huge. The gameplay of Splitgate and Splitgate 2 is good enough that it doesn't even need the portals to be a great game, and some people prefer this, so just leave it in for them. You even have a dedicated SWAT playlist for all the people that like that. Take inspiration from your first game, take inspiration from the older Call of Duties and the older Halo titles. Make yourself a better playlist menu with more modes to choose from. The next thing I want to talk about is something that I really don't like talking about very much, and that is monetization. Let me start off with the positives. Oops, maybe not, the game just crashed. The battle pass only being 500 split coin is pretty decent. The fact that you only pay $5 and you get an entire battle pass with a good swath of cosmetics is pretty nice, as well as getting a little discount if you know you're going to play all 3 chapters. That's pretty cool too. But that's about where my positives end pretty much. Let me start off with the challenge system. This sucks. You aren't really rewarded that much for playing well and for just general playtime. You get 5 tickets per 25,000 XP. That is absolutely ludicrous. The only way you're going to get through this battle pass is doing your dailies, not necessarily every day, but on a regular basis, and doing all of your weekly challenges. But of course, if you play the game a lot, those will get eaten up quickly, and then you'll feel like that you are making absolutely 0 progress. That's not good, and this absolutely needs to change, but I'll get into that later. The events in this game have also been kind of lackluster. The Splitgate Showdown event was good. Having you like pick a team and then compete to see which one gets the most kills, that was really fun, and that's how an event should be. Doing this kind of thing where you just effectively gain XP in the form of points to go through a mini battle pass, this really stinks. And it's nowhere near as fun as like how the finals does their events, where you have to complete specific challenges to get different rewards, like getting some kind of new hairdo if you kill people with your rocket launcher, or you have to win a certain amount of matches to get this instead of just playing games. And then we have the store. Listen, I know this is a free-to-play game. I know you guys have to make your money somehow, right? However, these prices are just absolutely insane for what you actually get. The Founders Pack prices are fine, honestly. Getting all of these gun skins, as well as all the skins for your different characters, and a good chunk of your cash back in terms of split coin, that's fine. But a lot of these bundles and these weapon skins are just way too overpriced. For instance, the Astra bundle. You get 1 cool astronaut skin and 4 weapon skins for 4,000 split coin? My guy, that's roughly $40. I could get a whole ass game for that amount of money. I could get Metroid Prime Remastered for that amount of money, and I would have way more fun in that than I ever would with this bundle. And yes, I know there are different variants that you can get with Proelium, but those are just recolors basically. Those would not constitute bumping your price up by like 20 bucks. And also, if you just look at some of these skins, like for instance, the Savannah Tempo, this is just a gold tiger camo on the assault rifle. There is no actual change to the weapon, yet you're still costing me $5 for effectively a camo on one weapon. That is stupid. I'm gonna go back to Splitgate 1. Now, the store for this game was taken offline a while ago, so I can't give you comparisons on the prices of the weapons, but if I just go into my locker here and we just pull up, say, this assault rifle, this doesn't change the model of the gun, but it's an animated camouflage, and it looks sick. This one turns it into a gingerbread house. That's hilarious. That is amazing. I have an SMG camo here that gives it a really cool effect on the barrel. I have a plasma rifle skin that turns it into a super soaker, and here's a rocket launcher skin that makes it look like a children's toy made out of cardboard. I just think 1047 can get far more interesting with the skins, and they've just chosen not to. And these might actually be worth a decent amount of split coin. And then check out this railgun skin that makes it look like molten rock. Isn't this sick? What 1047 needs to do with Splitgate 2 is either cut down the prices of those skins by a huge margin, they need to add more skins like this to the game that people will actually want to buy, or keep the prices of the camos the same, but apply those to every weapon. Since you're not changing the model of the gun, just put that texture on everything. And maybe give us a couple animated camos in the process too, because this is far more tempting to me than anything that was in the Splitgate 2 store that I just saw. And speaking of cool camouflages, that kind of brings me to the third point here, and that is the progression system. Right now in Splitgate 2, the only progression system in the game is the Battle Pass. And I don't even consider that a progression system. You have to buy into it. But Splitgate 1 has so many different systems that you can hinge on and keep playing for. There's of course a battle pass that in this game is completely free because you can't buy anything in this game anymore. But if you notice in the top right, after level 100, I get a drop for every 5 levels. What is a drop, you ask? It's that little soccer ball looking thing you see in the middle of my screen there. And that will give you a random item whenever you get it. That's not something that you can buy with Splitcoin, so it's not a loot box. You can only get them by playing the game. But even though that's not like some career path, that still gives you something to grind for. You know, if you play the game enough, you are going to get something cool in return. And even if we look at, say, the daily challenges, you're guaranteed to get a drop if you complete all 3 challenges. And notice that this is giving you XP, not little battle pass tokens. That's because this game has an actual leveling system. If I go to my stats here, you can see I'm level 65 on battle pass tier 38. But that level is something that I've been going for, you know, throughout my entire time playing Splitgate 1. It's something to show how much time I've put into this game and how much I've been enjoying it. That little red circle you see there, that's my daily play streak. If I was playing this game multiple days in a row, that would be like 2, 3, 5. It would count how many days I've been playing, and the fire would go increasingly larger with every day. That's so cool, and that gives you, again, more initiative to play the game. They even have a badge system for whenever you do cool stuff in the game. I've apparently gotten a kill using a portal. That got me this really cool badge that I could apply to my profile banner whenever I want to. Is there anything like that in Splitgate 2? Not really. You get little badges or whatever for leveling up your weapons, but that doesn't show anywhere near as cool of items as what's in the original game. Now, if they're going to keep the faction system in Splitgate 2, I don't know if they are anymore, but if they are, I would recommend putting in a prestige system similar to Call of Duty, but instead of having everybody be on Prestige 1, Prestige 2, Prestige 3 as they keep prestiging, have the prestiges linked to each faction and give you cosmetics pertaining to each faction. That would be really cool. And again, that'd give you a reason to get on every day. So those, in my opinion, are the 3 big things that 1047 needs to fix before they relaunch Splitgate 2. They need better playlists, better store prices, and a better progression system. If you have those 3 things, that's gonna do a hell of a lot of good for your community. And just one more honorable mention here, the marketing after Splitgate 2's launch has been absolutely terrible. Back in the beta, I was getting an ad on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, basically every other ad to play Splitgate 2's beta. Cool, that gave you some exposure, got a lot of people on the beta, right? Well, come launch, after like day 1 where there was like 1 Twitter ad that said, hey, we're launched, I haven't heard a peep. There have been a couple of things on Splitgate 2's actual user profiles, but I haven't actually seen any advertisement for this game. Why? You guys need players, so show the general public that you exist and that you have cool stuff. Well, you really don't have that cool stuff, but you will have cool stuff when you relaunch, right? Whenever you have all the systems in place that you want, whenever the community is very happy with your product, go big on the marketing. Absolutely slam home that Splitgate 2 is back and it is better than ever, and it's actually going to be better than Halo and Call of Duty this time around. I hope you guys take my feedback to heart because I really do love Splitgate and Splitgate 2, and I do wish you guys at 1047 the best, but you really have to show me that you guys actually care. I saw that in the beta, you guys were absolutely rocking it with patches and adding some new content here every 2 or 3 days, but you guys have sincerely dropped the ball with launch, and you really need to pick yourself back up. I know you can do it. You guys made Splitgate 1, and it was amazing. It just needed a little bit of polishing, and I thought Splitgate 2 would be that, but it isn't yet. I do love the gameplay, it just has a lot of rough patches, and it really needs fixing up. And one more slightly long-winded comment about the sunsetting of Splitgate 1. If 1047 does deliver on the promise of making Splitgate 2 more like the original and giving it more features from the OG Splitgate, I won't care that much if it's taken offline because this game will have what I need, right? But if it's going to be a while until we see brand new content and big sweeping changes in Splitgate 2, I would much rather be playing Splitgate 1 over this game because, again, it's more feature complete and it actually has stuff to work toward. Once I complete this battle pass here, I will have no reason to ever get on Splitgate 2 again until they relaunch the game. As always, stay positive, have confidence, utilize your passion, believe in yourself, and be yourself. See ya!